Welcome. Let us move to next sutra. What is it?
vyādhi styāna saṁśaya pramāda-ālasya-avirati bhranti-darshana ālabdha bhūmikatva anavasthitvāni citta-vikṣepāḥ antarāyāḥ.
Okay, okay. Now keep counting. Vyādhi, keep counting. Vyādhi, number one. Styāna, styāna. Vyādhi, tyāna. Tyāna means postponement of things, the procrastination and kind of mental inertia. What you call is inability to grasp things as they are. Two. Saṁśaya, that is doubt. Apprehensive, being apprehensive, not able to capture the sense and staying in doubt. Then comes pramāda. Pramāda means knowing the right way but not following it. Okay. Knowing but still not following. This is called pramāda. And our life is all about pramāda, let me tell you. Okay, pramāda. Which is called very soft word is being used if we say it is carelessness. Rather, I'll say it is utter foolishness. But for the time being, let us take it as, we don't care much. Right? I don't care. That kind of attitude is called pramāda. I know, but I don't care. Then it is called ālasya. Ālasya, you all understand? Laziness. Again, it's different from inertia. It's different from mental inertia. Styāna. Styāna is not ready to learn anything. Okay. And ālasya is about putting that into practice, putting that into action. So it is more of a sloth, not beginning, not doing anything. And then ālasya, then called virati. Virati means if you begin, you don't know that you have to end it also. The capacity to withdraw. That ability through which you withdraw. But here a virati is not exactly what I am giving you. Virati it is taken in terms of your sensual engagement in this. Bhoga, Vishaya Bhoga. You are not able to withdraw from it. That means compulsively you are into Bhoga. Just by looking at banana peel, you say, today I'll have to slip over. I know I have diabetes, but I still have lot of sugar, lot of sweets. Kaju katli, I can't resist. Ice cream, I can't. Chocolate, I can't. And so on and so forth. Right? And I can do everything, but can't miss this new web series. This is also. And this has already been told. Drishtānushravika vishaya vitrishnaśya vashīkāra saññā vairāgyam. Anushravika vishaya also you need to learn how to withdraw from that. Anushravik is like, hey, have you seen that new series, new web series? It's very nice. Very nice. Great plot. Great acting. Action packed and all that. Anushravik vishaya. You just heard about it and then became like, I will. You could not practice vairagya there. Anushravik vishaya is more dangerous, right? It becomes really difficult. the most difficult thing. And you must take charge here. You should not engage in everything that is told to you, that is praised in front of you, that is said to be very, tantalizing, scintillating, fascinating. Wow. It should not affect you. If somebody says 50 times wow, doesn't matter. Why should it? But we are slaves of such expressions. So it is virati. Then Bhranti Darshan. Bhranti Darshan means not able to perceive things as they are. Bhranti Darshan. We see things, similar things are seen by the learned ones, the seers, the true yogis, they perceive something else, but we see something else. Bhranti means that we are not perceiving as things are, and rather we are perceiving contrary to that maybe. That's the more dangerous proposition though, but it is also Bhranti Darshan. Then comes Alabdha Bhumikatva. Alabdha Bhumikatva. Alabdha Bhumikatva. Okay. Alabdha Bhumikatva means. This is also very important. Alabdha Bhumikatva is you do things as prescribed. Probably you don't try it that well. Or maybe you do your 100%, but your capacities are not as high that they can yield certain results. The Alabdha Bhumikatva is literally getting translated into that you are putting efforts, but nothing is getting into your experience. You have not gained anything. You have seen no positive things. You have found no good things seeping in your life. You have gotten no experience, to be precise. Right? That is called Alabdha Bhumikatva. Anavasthi Tattvani. Anavasthi Tattvani. Which means you are not able to hold what you love, which means loss of memory. Anavasthita means whatever is seated does not remain seated in your memory, in your antakarana. Okay, which means forgetfulness can be translated as that, forgetfulness. Or I can also say lack of recall, because nothing goes unregistered in our mind. It definitely gets registered. We have experiences and they are already there in our antakarana, but we are not able to recall. So, in a way, we have forgotten. Right? In a way, we have forgotten, but we don't forget anything. Anything means anything. If I ask you from this morning, since you have woken up to this point, if it is evening, noon, whatever, if I ask you, can you recall your whole day? You may, but you know what? Your recall would be only hardly 1%, maybe even lesser than that. You will not be able to recall everything which you have experienced this morning, not every thought which has come to your head, not every emotion which you have lived through, and not every object which has come to your experience. True or not? So, but does that mean you have not experienced it? No. You have it all. You are not able to recall. So this both ways you can say that inability to recall, or probably you can say forgetfulness. And then citta-vikṣepāḥ. Citta-vikṣepāḥ. which means mental distractions. Mentally, we are distracted. Have you not experienced these things? Your own mind suddenly jumps to another subject. The subject at hand is ignored, and suddenly you become interested in something else. With this just intense thing coming up, popping up in your inner mind, and your mind moves to another, right? We all have these many antarāyāḥ. These are the antarāyāḥ. These are the obstacles in sadhana. These are the obstacles in yoga. Now, one by one. But first of all, we have to be cognizant of this fact that there are antarāyāḥs. There are obstacles. It's not that we don't want to engage ourselves in sadhana. It does not really mean that we don't have an at least feeble, mari hui desire for something greater in your to achieve in our life. We must. And probably each one of you would agree. No, I know I need to do something. I know I'm not satisfied with the kind of life I'm living. I need to do something great. All of you. Don't you expect yourself to be in that state of doing things, great things, achieving great things? All of us. You can't say, it never occurs to me. And sometimes you may have such people. I'm not saying such people don't exist. They do exist. Some people are like that. And they are in the extreme tamas. Extreme tamas. Right? They don't recognize where they are. And therefore, they don't even think where they need to be or where they want to go. Understand? Correct. How GPS works? How your Google map takes you from one place to another place? It has to know your location, where you are. Don't share it, it will say, I can't help you, sorry. No shortcuts available. For you to think of moving from a place to another, first requirement is that you must know where you are. And if we are not sensitive enough, if we are not educated enough, if we are not open enough, if we are not, what you call, say, sharp enough to grasp where all the surroundings, all our situations, mental, physical, emotional, situational, even skill-wise, if we don't know where we are, we can't have a life path, we can't have a growth path, we can't have any path. It is essential for us to recognize where we are. And when you know where you are, you immediately will become more and more aware of what are your antarāyāḥs, what are your obstacles, what are your qualities, what are your shortcomings, where you need improvement, which one you need to attend first. Let me tell you, Patanjali has not scratched his head and given you this list, right? He has given it in a sequence which you need to refer. Want to follow the path of yoga, tantra, sadhana, adhyatma, whatnot, path of success, material success, whatever in your life you wish to achieve, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, whatever, the first thing you should see, are you having any kind of vyādhi, disease? Shastras tell us, sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhana. This body is the means for attainment of all our purusharthas. And Vyādhi yukta body, which means the body which is diseased, will become an impediment, an obstacle. It is antarāyāḥ by itself. Right? So, before you try to clean up your head using the pranayam, the Ishwar pranidhan, pranava japa, deep breathing, etc. Before that, you must clean your stomach. Because if it is not getting clean, it's a disease. And with this disease, you'll have difficulties. You'll not be able to move the way you're supposed to. Your progress will be dampened. It will be continual rather than continuous, because your body is not supported. It is diseased. Right? So vyādhi is the first antarāyāḥ. Try to find out, are you suffering from anything like that? Or are we living a lifestyle which can lead to vyādhi? Because vyādhi is the topmost antarāyāḥ. Very basal, doesn't have to do with your spiritual or intellectual prowess here. Nothing. It's simple body. But the body houses all this. If body is in problem, you'll have to work on it. Right? It does not mean that if I have been given a challenge, I will not be able to progress. No, I will, but keeping in mind, I'll plan that way, is it not? So if I have a body which is diseased, you must take care of it. Second, I'm not telling you, Tantra is saying or yoga is saying, does not matter. Here something very basic is being told. If you want to pursue your life goals, you should have a healthy body. If you want to pursue your material goals, doesn't matter. Yoga is not only about attaining the real, the chaitanyam within. It is about attaining everything in your life. Yoga is the pathway for all the purushartha. If not moksha, if not mukti, then at least lower attainments will be yours. दोनों हाथों में लड्डू हैं हमारे. If we follow yoga, doesn't matter whether we get to that state or not, but you will definitely be helped in your capacity to attain artha, be able to fulfill your desires, kama, and also be able to live your life in a balance. So yoga will give you basic dharma. Yoga will also give you basic ways about how you can enhance your capacity to gain more artha. I'll tell you when the right time comes. In these sutras also. See, abhyasa vairagya abhyam tannirodha. We thought it was a sutra for the citta-vritti nirodha. Let me tell you, this is also the sutra for success in business. Obstacle, impediments, difficulties, all they can be dealt with. What? Abhyasa vairagya. I'll give you examples and then you'll understand. You see, of course, when I say you have to be dispassionate, it's about your interaction in the world. But level of dispassion changes from our own people to other people, does it or not? In the same way. Do we treat exactly the same way our own people and others? No, we don't. But having been into complete dispassion, we will still be treating some people differently. Yes or no? Because they fall in the domain of our responsibility as well as mutual interdependence. Yes or no? Yes or no? So your interaction with them, despite all dispassion, will be different. Coming back, how it is useful in business. See, many a times I've seen business is business, right or not? Business means a way where you engage in certain activities, transact on certain things, and you raise wealth, you create wealth. Is it not? This is what business is, correct? Now, if you suppose you are born to Ambanis, let's say Panditji Lakshminarayan Shukla is born to Ambani. Right? And by the way, let us take that the Ambani is only into petrochemical at that moment. But he's a very successful businessman, in top 10, top 100 businessman, wealthiest man he is. Suppose Lakshminarayan wants to do business, wants to create wealth, an existing business is there, which is petrochemical, but Shuklaji has lot of aversion towards it. Tell me whether he will be able to utilize this opportunity which exists in front of him or just lose it. Is it? Right? Similar things can happen even in your customer hunt and all that. You may have aversion in acquiring low revenue customers, maybe, but ultimately every customer matters. Every penny earned is added to your balance sheet, is it not? They have started realizing people who are into manufacturing are getting into retail. Why? Because कोई वैराग्य रखना है भाई, समदृष्टि रखो. Don't think that B2B ही काम करेगा. We'll also go for B2C. Yes or no? Are we doing that or not? So this is why I say vairagya works everywhere. You have to be free of raga and dvesha. India being the greatest market, how 80% of them are dependent on government subsidies. Think about it. Government subsidies. If we go by that logic, that India is being sustained and survived by government subsidies. Most of the population. Yes or no? 6,000 rupees in a year for farmer, this for this pension, that for that pension. So many yojana, right? But everybody is looking for India in terms of market expansion. Why so? Because little, one single penny also matters. See? So Dove comes to India, Pantene comes to India, and they start creating 2 rupees pouch shampoos. You understand? You may not have believed that such a company, such a high stature company, if they were so much averted to this kind of selling, they would have failed. They would have not been able to tap this market. Yes or no? So remember, I can tell you all the sutras. I can pick up any, and I can tell you it fits everywhere. We are discussing it only for the self, but it does not mean that it is not going to, it is not, a vairagya is not going to help in our business. It will. And of course, abhyas, the more business you do, more you succeed. Is it not? So that way, abhyas and vairagya everywhere. It's not only in on the yoga mat or on your meditation mat. It works everywhere. It's not only for the success of chitta-vritti nirodha, it works everywhere. In some or the other quantity or magnitude, it will impact your life in a positive way. Correct? So you must know where you are. If you recognize where you are, you will definitely be more aware about what are the impediments. Then only for the first time you would understand these are the shortcomings of mine. These are the areas which I need to work on. These are the external things which I need to take care of. Right? These are the external impediments. These are my attitudinal kind of things. These are my mental capacity challenges. These are my, so those things become clearer. And when they become clearer, you will find that all the difficulties which are posed in the search of self or citta-vritti nirodha, taking control of your mind, they can be categorized in 10 categories. They can be grouped in 10 categories. Right? So vyādhi, while it can be a vyādhi of body, right? It can also translate to vyādhi of somebody around. So if you are surrounded by vyādhis, people having vyādhis, will you be able to progress? Will you be able to devote some time on citta-vritti nirodha? We will be spending all our time on attending to the vyādhis of people. Right? So a yogi should not only focus on his own health, but also be equally aware of creating this awareness in people with whom he puts up. If they suffer, then also this becomes your responsibility. Correct? So vyādhi is the biggest problem. Yours is the highest one, of course, but when it penetrates, percolates to your people, it is also a problem for you. Is it not? And you think vyādhi is a problem only in your yoga? Vyādhi is a problem in your business also. Vyādhi is a problem in your career, any career you choose. As I said, Patanjali is not saying that it is only for yoga. Each one of these can be applied equally to any field you are in. Understand? But what are we interested in? We are not interested in making more money. People are already wealthy, I know. So you're not looking for that, I'm sure. We are interested in finding our inner wealth. That is our peace of mind. And that is what Patanjali is taking us to experience. This much we can experience. You see, what is peace of mind? Citta-vritti nirodha, the ultimate peace of mind. If that is not possible, then at least all klishta-vrittis should be gone. Aklishta-vrittis should be there. Therefore, it is a kind of peace of mind. Yes? And if you want peace of mind, you have to have a disease-free body. Second, if you want to have a disease-free body, you have to have peaceful mind. Both go hand in hand. You should understand this. This is a cycle. Begin from here, you'll end up here. Begin from here, you'll end up here. Correct? So don't think that my peace of mind is not going to eliminate my vyādhis or alleviate my sufferings. They will. So parallelly work on vyādhi, but also remain rooted in your efforts to remove the kleshas. Because kleshas are the ones which are ultimately going to impact you mentally, then emotionally, and then finally physically, which is presented in terms of a vyādhi or a disease. So kleshas are the root cause. Kleshas are the creator of antarāyāḥ, obstacles. When they manifest in this physical form, they become gross, they become tangible, then they are manifested in these 10 groups. Right? Person, mostly, not always, but you may have also seen that many people who have gone through a very, very rough phase in their life, their memories get affected. Does it happen? their ability to recall is affected. They tend to forget so many things, especially in that duration of suffering. They don't remember many things. They only remember few points and they hover around them. They keep circumambulating around those points. Other things they don't remember. Sequence is lost. All that. So remember, klesha will give rise to all of this. This one was the penultimate difficulty. Anavasthit tattva, tattvani, right? The ninth one, where you start, you can't remember things. You're not able to hold it. Understand? So this is what will be affecting your progress, affecting your growth, affecting your sadhana, even affecting your life, material pursuit. So why should we ignore it? Rather, work on it. Become aware of your body, become aware of your ways in which you're treating and keeping your body, feeding and attending to your body. And also always remember, keeping a cool mind, a calm mind, a happy mind within this body will always enhance the possibilities of vyādhi-free, disease-free life. Okay. If you're not having any disease as of now, work on the kleshas directly. All right. We will take up this vyādhi part little bit next time, and then we'll pick up something else, that is next one, in our next discourse. Till then, try to be free from your vyādhis. List out. Create a list of all your vyādhis. Then work on it. Take conscious call to work on it. Don't become worried because of the list. Many of them will just vanish if you just learn how to keep your mind calm and joyous. Don't worry. So parallelly, you have to work on your inner environment. And that you will be able to achieve only through vairagya. Duniya jaye bahar. Vairagya. Or that very popular Punjabi attitude, ki fark penda hai. You have to live your life like that. Don't take anything so seriously. We are not here. We are not here as important as we think. Let me tell you, we are not as important as we think. Nobody, including ourselves. So forget about little things which keep happening to you. We can always say, ki fark penda hai. Learn to keep a joyous state of mind, which will help you in practice of yoga or even in attainment of bhoga. Okay. All right, so thank you for your patience today. Let us pray and then we will leave. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Shiva.